Okay, everybody, so this is my first video. I debated whether or not I should go live or not, but I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment where I'm not kind of going to be able to go back and screen myself. So, if you've been watching my stories in the last couple of days, you've seen that I recently went to San Diego for Social Media Marketing World, and that's a 2-day conference where everything's social media. So it was just an extension of me going to school and just continuing to learn more. The school that I go to is National University, and they're based out of there. So I had several professors that had recommended going, and another professor who had invited me to a student event that was going to be going on. So I just felt like, since San Diego's the next state over, I'm going to go, and I'm going to, just continue to expand my knowledge and root for myself, and kind of start planning for the future more, for more what opportunities might be to come. So anyways, like winning, okay? So starting Monday night, I leave my house, get maybe a mile down the road. I realized I left my jacket, but I'm on time, so no worries. Let me turn around, get my jacket, because it's going to be cold in San Diego. Get my jacket, come back. Still, again, I'm doing good. I'm really good on time. So drive all the way to the airport. Very little traffic. There's like no slowdowns. It's a smooth drive there. It took me a little bit longer, like maybe 5 minutes to find parking, but still, again, I'm still on time with everything. So get my parking, go to the TSA. The lines weren't that bad. I probably had maybe an hour and a half after pregnancy burp, after I do my TSA checks and everything. So what do you do at the airport? You get some Starbucks, okay? I haven't had breakfast yet, so I kind of load up a little bit. I get my tea, I get a fruit bowl, and I got a muffin. Okay, so I'm going to go find my gate. When I get to the gate, I decided to leave 30 minutes earlier than the 2 hours, so 2.5 hours early is what I decided to do, to make sure I had everything, I had myself ready to go for my return flight home. Because at this point, I've already been there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm ready, I'm tired, I'm ready to go home. So I take an Uber to the airport. Airport is maybe like a mile and a half away, so not walking distance. And good conversation with the driver. He drops me off. I tell him where I'm going. It's a Spirit drop-off area. So he drops me. I'm in the airport, and I'm trying to find Spirit, and I can't find Spirit. There is no Spirit, okay? I finally asked somebody, and just my luck, Spirit has moved. So this isn't pregnancy brain, but this is just some kind of weird alignment of the moon. I don't know, but Spirit has moved. It is no longer in Terminal 2. It's in Terminal 1. There's no tram or anything to take me there, so I just have to walk. Oh, on top of that, so by Friday, I did do a lot of, scooter riding and stuff like that, but I did get a blister on the bottom of one of my feet. So I got this blister, which they recommend not popping, okay? So I'm walking in pain, I'm pregnant, and having to walk from Terminal 2 to Terminal 1. So anyways, I walk over there, finally get there, 10-15 minutes later. I'm still early, okay, whatever. I made it, go to check in at the self-check-in, and it's telling me that they can't check me in through self-check-in, but I need to go see an attendant. So, okay, I'll go to attendant. There's nobody in line. Okay, go to the attendant. He's trying to look it up. While he's trying to look it up, I'm having a conversation with one of the other ladies. We're talking about the conference, because I'm still wearing my lanyard. We're laughing and we're talking. And he calls the lady I'm talking to over, and she's like, something is not right. It's like, what's not right? Everything's right. Today's my ticket. I've got my email's right here. It says that I'm leaving, a couple more hours. That's me. yeah, so Spirit, because I did not tell them that I was finding an alternate way to get to San Diego, made the assumption that I never made it. Therefore, they canceled my returning trip. On top of that, they had overbooked that flight by 5 seats, so there was no way for them to fit me on to that plane that was leaving that night. So they gave me the alternative of either I can wait and rebook for the next day, which would have been Saturday, or I can, shop around and find another ticket somewhere else. I had to work Saturday, as some of you might have seen, so that was not an option. And that's when, she's asking me, what do you want to do? And I'm like, yeah, I can't answer that right now because if I start talking about what's happening, I'm going to break down. And literally my eyes were just like filling up with tears. I'm like, I need to gain my composure and figure out, like an adult, what I'm going to do now because this was not a part of the plan. So I ended up, because I had to come home. There was no alternative, and I was not going to take that drive again. I got here smoothly, but I couldn't do it. So I had to buy a ticket from a different airline and come back home Friday night. It was like an hour later, but yeah, there went another $250. So my super awesome savings of going to this amazing conference, it was still amazing, but I spent so much more than I had anticipated. I don't know what happened. Somebody tell me, was there some kind of a weird retrograde or something? I don't know. Crazy experience, and the only thing I could think of is that just this pregnancy thing, that if somebody had been there kind of monitoring me, maybe it wouldn't have happened. I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you all. Again, this is my first video. I'll definitely be posting more in the future. And you all will be my kind of test subjects to kind of gauge and see how I'm doing. So definitely always feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you want to talk about. I will kind of just randomly talk about things that are happening in my life, things that I think you might want to hear. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But let me know. Thanks. Bye.